Hello, 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 hello. Hello there, Nemo Ashong here, founder of Enjoyment and pioneer leader of the World Joy Movement. That last statement right there, pioneer leader of the World Joy Movement. That's the reason why I wanted to make this video here, because I find every once in a while I start hiding. I'm on here. I'm making Facebook Lives. I'm sharing different ways that I see the world, and offering different ways that others can continue to bolster the things that they're working on. And then I go into hiding. And I wanted to talk today about. Well, I wanted to just start off here with some gratitude. I have a thing here around kind of just trusting trusting my intuition and trusting when things seem to be showing up, especially when they do it on a consistent basis. I think I read the Alchemist, and some of that started to melt into me. But in the last, not even 24 hours, the last 15 hours, I've had several deep conversations around world joy, several clarifying conversations around world joy. And one of the things that has come up for me is that everything I've been doing has been around world joy, but I haven't been A, celebrating, and B, sharing. And I want to offer this here from the standpoint of really providing some space for some depth and for something meaningful for you. I talked a lot here on the post here around clarity before action, proof before action, research before action, results before action, perfection before action, production before action, quality before action, everything else that's out there. And you know, I fell into this myself. I fall into this myself. I have a vision that's so powerful that it drives me forward. A vision of world joy. A vision where joy is spread throughout the world by bringing together a truly inclusive and empowered world, where we celebrate and value the things that make us different. Over the past few months, actually I'll just even bring it into like basically right now, the beginning of July has been fantastic. Like beyond, it's just been amazing, and I haven't shared that with you. You might have seen some pictures of me giving a talk at a campus party on World Joy and maximizing your possibilities. You might have seen the Unapologetically You event that happened earlier that week, where we had 30 people come together and deeply explore what it is that really makes them, what makes them them, and how they can discover, embrace, and leverage that to move forward. And what I learned from that was a few things. Probably the thing that was most important to me was that I can have both depth and scale. You see, some of the times where you see me dipping away is because I don't want to get caught in a trap of simply inspiring people. And it's not that simple, but it's where I could stop. For me, I can come on here and be energetic and share some of the, oh wow, when I do that, I actually feel great. Be energetic and share all the great things that are going on in a way that is inspiring and is meant to inspire. But I want something more for you all. I want more than inspiration. I want more than motivation. And I really thought I wanted empowerment. That's where I started this whole thing out. But it turns out I actually am looking for something even more. Transformation. Transformation is that area that goes beyond all four of them, and I'll talk about those four in a later video. But the idea here is, how can I help you be all of who you are, be more of who you are? That's probably more of the appropriate statement. How can I help you be more of who you are so that you can experience joy? Experience the joy of being a child, being like a child, not being a child, but being like a child again, where there's a sense of wonder, a sense of exploration, a sense of possibility, a sense of inclusion. Remember that when you're a kid and someone just shows up and like another kid on the playground, you're just like, oh, hey, here goes my lunch, you know? Oh, hey, you know, let's just have these conversations. Let's just talk. I'm not using kid language. I don't know if I would have said that at that time, but you know, this general feel of being able to both be an adult and be able to experience joy and be able to experience wonder and growth that comes with it. And to be able to do the things that we need to in order to supply for our families and for the lives that we want for ourselves and our future generations. So I look at this here, and I wanted to make this video in particular because I need to call myself out and say thank you. I had a wonderful talk with Noemi yesterday, and we were exploring world joy, and she brought up various things that helped me look at world joy from a fresh lens, a fresh perspective. And one of the things that had kept me from being as vocal about it recently, it has been an idea that I need to know exactly what world joy is. As a leader of the movement, it is my responsibility to be able to set out a clear vision for everyone. And I'm like, until that vision is clear, until it's crystal clear, I'm not going to be out there. I'm just going to go, and once I have it clear, I'm going to come out and then I'm going to go share. Clarity before action. And you know what? If not everyone can understand it, then I need to go back to the drawing board and make sure I just keep bringing it out in smaller and smaller areas. And then hopefully then I'll be able to say the perfect thing and everyone else will just get it. And then World Joy Movement can really start. Perfection before action. I got a chance to talk to Allison Poss earlier today. Both of us met last year, basically a year ago to the day, at Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership's World Leadership Congress, WLC. Shout out to all of you that are out there right now. And in our conversation, she really broke it down. Allison, thank you very much. Like this, you helped me see it again from a new lens. And what came from that was this feeling of just recognizing how much I've been waiting in order to get it right before I take action, and how it's been harder to allow those people out there, those of you pioneers out there, to come and take a part of this, to come and find and experience world joy in your world. For you movement leaders out there, because that's what I am. I've been like, oh, am I a coach? Am I an entrepreneur? No, I'm a movement leader. And there are other movement leaders out there who are leading movements in your world. And I'll say this, you might be employed full time and your movement is within your organization to help them think about innovation in a new way, or to help them think about inclusion in a way that hasn't been done before, and to make it actually palpable for them. Whatever your movement is, like, I'm there with you. And I haven't been there for you. So I want to call that out. And I feel that it's in integrity with me to put that out there. But to also let you know that I'm here to help share and move things forward. So I'm going to grab some lunch here, but I wanted to get back into the game of it, and so I made this video. I'm going to grab some lunch, and I'm going to leave here with a question for you. I'm talking about these things. What do you do? I listed out 6 things that stop me and other pioneers who I coach and other pioneers that come into my world from taking action, from moving toward what they actually want. I've been thinking about this here. I'm a movement leader. Movement leader requires movement. So what is keeping you from taking action? What is keeping you from moving? What's keeping you at your status quo? And if you just wrote out here, there's 5 things, and this even thrives too many. There's 3 things that you like to do before taking action, that you feel you need before taking action, that's actually holding you back, that's actually holding you in exactly the same place. Go ahead, leave it in the comments. I promise you, you are not alone. We all have our different things, but let's put it out there, because as pioneers, as the leaders that we are, as the movement leaders that we truly are out there, we need to take that action, despite all of it. So let's call it out. We are human. we are people, and let's continue to move regardless of that. So thank you all. I am looking forward to seeing what keeps you all from taking action, and what you need to do before taking action. And then let's go ahead and explore that a little bit further. I'll catch you later. And One last thing before I leave. We're about ready to hit August in about 2 weeks here. Appreciation August will be starting at that time. And what we'll be doing is that every day for the 31 days of August, we'll find a different way to show our appreciation to someone else. We can create world joy right now, in our lives right now. It doesn't need every other person in the world to do it. It needs just us. If we make this decision, if you make this decision today to do one thing that spreads world joy, that in and of itself is creating world joy. That's it. And it may not be every single person in the world right off the bat. I don't need everyone to do it. However, if you're watching this video, I have an ask of you. I implore you, please find it. Find some opportunity to spread joy today. Say that word that needs to be said. Tell that colleague the thing about herself that she doesn't know. Do what it is for you to spread joy. Make that drawing. Send it out there. Give the encouraging word. Whatever it is, we don't need to wait. You don't need to wait for August. I'm just making this a thing because I like to have fun. But I want to let you know I appreciate you, and I'm really looking forward to what we create together. The world needs you. Keep on leading and do it your way. I'll talk to you later. Bye.